Good morning, good evening, good day, or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. Hi, how are you? So today we are going to do another palette roulette with the JUVIA'S Afrique palette. If you are unfamiliar with the palette roulette series on my channel, it is where we take an eyeshadow palette of mine and we count down the number of shades in the palette and assign a number to it, put it into a random number generator, and come up with about 4 or 5 random colors from this palette for me to try and make a cohesive look with. And before I forget, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click that little notification bell if you'd like a notification for when I upload a video. Okay, let's get into it. Let's assign the numbers. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The first number generated is the number 2, and that corresponds to this orange shade right here, Decay. The second shade generated is number 11, which corresponds to this shade, Fifi. The third number generated is the number 7, and that corresponds to this yellow shade right here, Aya. The fourth number generated is the number 5, which corresponds to this shade here, Bintu. And the fifth and last number generated is the number 6, which corresponds to this shade, Kotonu. It is going to be a very interesting look today. Very warm tone, orangey red, with some straight steel gray blue in there somewhere. Going to prime my eyes, and yes, I did in fact paint my nails yesterday because this nail finally grew back and now I can paint it. It's a little wonky of a nail now, but it's back. It is here to stay, hopefully. I am very happy it's here. Hopefully it'll become a normal nail. Stop being so wonky, but I'm just happy I at least have a nail. And if I have to cover it up for the rest of my life with nail polish because it looks wonky, so be it. I'm going to go into this shade Aya here. Now this yellow is not as pigmented on your eyes as it is in the pan. And maybe it'd be different if I had a just straight white eyeshadow base on first before putting this on top of it. But it definitely takes some building up. It's quite interesting that I'm wearing purple today and going in with red and orange. Going to blend those edges out a little bit. So now I am going to go into that orange Decay. There's not a lot of kickback with this palette, which, you know, I don't have a problem with kickback in general, but it's nice that that is not a problem. My quarter is almost over, you guys, and I can't wait because then I'll get a nice break from physics, which I'm so done with physics right now. I'm so tired of it. Nothing against my professor. He's a great professor, but I'm getting very tired of physics. And when I'm done with this quarter, I'm going to be filming a lot because I know as soon as the next quarter rolls around with genetics and physics, I am not going to have time as much as I do now to film. I'm just adding some more yellow here because it practically blended into nothing earlier. I at least want it to look like it's there. Going into that burgundy red Bintu. You know, this red looks a lot more purple toned than it does in the pan, and that's okay. I'm okay with that, but it gets kind of annoying sometimes. Blending that out before I move on to the other eye. Do you guys have a favorite fall palette? Because before I got this palette, it was the X's and O's Colourpop palette, which it's still one of my all-time favorite fall palettes. I have a feeling that not much is going to replace it for me. But this is definitely up there. And now that I have my X's and, or not my X's and O's, my little Ray of Sunshine palette from Colourpop, which also, that came out in the summer, but man, I feel like it can really be applied to spring and fall as well. I'm now going to go into this red Fiji here. There are 7 people in this house right now, so I'm sorry if you hear voices and noise. That is just my house. I cannot do anything about it. And they all congregate right outside of my door. Apologies. Then, now that that's on, I'm going to go back into that yellow. Almost looks like a SpongeBob yellow when you see it first. Try and pack that on there. If this is not working, I'll go with my finger. Blending it into that sparkle there so it does not seem as harsh of a line. I'm going to take this e.l.f. flat eyeliner brush and go into the last shade that we have to work with today, which is Kotonu, this kind of grayish blue right there, almost purpley. And like I've said before, never let anyone say you can't use a shimmer as a liner. And I'm just going to add that right there as the liner for this look. I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and I will be right back. It is now. Thank you, Charlie.
Oh my gosh.
Luke's.
Come on,
You're done.
No.
Brief interlude. Okay, you guys, here's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I had a lot of fun playing around with this palette. Yeah, and I hope you all just have a wonderful day. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. Bye.